I mean, his name is Luka Magic for a reason, and you see that. You see his play on the game. Um, he's a very transcendent player.
Do you realize this, Malika? I played with 15 Hall of Famers. None of them cheated the game where they didn't give forth the effort on both ends of the floor. Again, Luka, this is why Nico and the Dallas Mavericks stopped believing in you.
Gil, what stood out to you the most about Luka's performance?
I'm trying to keep the excitement down.
It's okay.
Luka Dončić has never been shy in the NBA. From the moment he started playing, he became a big story, mixing European skills, confidence, and smart basketball. But recently, the talk about Luka has reached a whole new level. It's no longer just about his triple-doubles or amazing highlights. It's about his legacy, betrayal, and a trade that shocked everyone. Traded from Dallas to the Lakers, Luka is now playing some of the best basketball of his career. He's not just doing well in LA, he's changing the game. Every move he makes, from passes to three-pointers, feels like a bold statement, and the NBA is paying attention. Some are amazed, some can't believe it, and others still wonder if the Mavericks made the right choice. Next, we have rising star Anthony Edwards, who's known for his energy, confidence, and daring style. But behind his boldness, he's also a smart player, and he's learning a lot from watching someone he calls must-watch film.
Watch how they attack it and watch how they try to manipulate yourself, especially Luka. I watch a lot of Luka, seeing how he attacked the double team, even though we play at different paces, but just seeing his strategy to beat the double team, I think that helps me a lot.
That's not just talk. It's one of the best young guards in the league, a future superstar, saying he studies Luka like he's watching a basketball master at work. And let's be clear, this comes from a player known for his speed and athleticism. But Luka, he plays at his own pace, slow, controlled, and unpredictable. And it works so well that even someone like Anthony Edwards is taking notes. That says a lot. What makes Luka unique isn't just his numbers, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, make smart decisions, and break down defenses like situations into scoring opportunities. It's not just about his stats, it's about how he's changing how the next generation sees the game. That's what makes Luka not just a star, but a blueprint. He's setting the standard, and even the most explosive young talents in the league are wise enough to study his game. Now let's talk about Mark Cuban, the man who once bet the entire future of the Mavericks on Luka Dončić. When asked about the situation, Cuban didn't try to avoid the question or spin it. He sounded like a man still trying to make sense of what happened.
It's hard being in that position to go, this guy, you like the guy, you go, this is a skilled guy, but you have to look at a team's needs. And
yeah, it is, right? Because you develop personal relationships with them. And like, I love Luka, right? We weren't best buddies, but I would text him all the time and DM him and, try to, I would give him all these motivational quotes, even gave him books to read and stuff to read, and so we had a good relationship, got along great with his dad. I mean, I was just as dumbfounded as everybody else.
Let that sink in. Cuban didn't just say it was tough. He sounded like someone going through breakup texts, quotes, books, and DMs. He was emotionally invested. This was personal. And to hear him now, you can tell it still hurts. This wasn't just a cold business decision. This was the same guy who once fought hard to keep Dirk Nowitzki Arenas show. The conversation took a surprising turn, one that even diehard Lakers fans didn't see coming. Gilbert wasn't asking where Luka Dončić ranks among current players. He was asking something much bigger.
I'm trying to figure out how fast do I put him in my top five.
Yeah. Laker? Top five Laker?
Top right? What?
Is that top five?
All time.
A top five Laker?
Or top five player?
A top five Laker all time?
Yeah.
Luka's only been a Laker for a short time, and yet here's Gilbert Arenas, an all-star, a scorer, and a student of the game, already questioning if Luka deserves a spot among the franchise's most iconic players. Gilbert isn't saying this for attention or to stir up controversy. He's genuinely impressed. He's watching Luka's performances, his control, his leadership, and asking, how is this guy already that good? That kind of impact, that kind of presence. It doesn't happen by accident. Luka isn't just putting up stats. He's building a legacy in real time. And if people like Gilbert are already talking about Luka being in the top 5 Laker greats, it's because Luka isn't just becoming part of Lakers history. He's changing it. When LeBron James isn't just a legend, he's a living example of greatness. So when he took a moment to reflect on Luka Dončić and the journey he's been on, it wasn't just respect, it was empathy.
I mean, his name is Luka Magic for a reason, and you see that. You see his play on the game. He's a very transcendent player, and if you talk about that moment, you got to think. I can't put myself in his shoes because I've never been traded before, but I can have a sense and be a human being to know you commit to a franchise for 7 years and you feel like, this is the place where I'm gonna be. This is my comfort.
Let that sink in. LeBron is saying he can't even imagine going through what Luka just experienced. That speaks volumes, because this is a man who's faced every kind of pressure, made tough decisions, and carried entire teams. And yet, even he understands that getting traded from the team you helped build, the one you gave everything to, hits differently. This wasn't just about basketball. It was about identity, loyalty, and being blindsided by a decision that shakes you to your core. But what Luka has done since then, responding with dominance, leadership, and unshakable poise, shows what makes him different. That's what makes him great. And when the king, LeBron, tips his crown to you, you know you're on your way to building a kingdom of your own. Jim Rome didn't hold back. No sugarcoating, no diplomacy, just a straight-up take on what could go down as one of the most confusing trades in NBA history.
Dude, number one, you don't trade Hall of Famers. And number two, you don't trade Hall of Famers in their prime who are only going to get better. And you certainly don't trade them and say, well, we did it for the now, only to have the guy that you traded him for not play a single half before he went down again.
There it is. No analyst jargon, no front office spin, just common sense. The kind of sense fans across the league had when the news broke. Jim Rome cuts through all the noise and says what needed to be said. You don't trade a generational superstar for uncertainty, especially not when that star is still climbing, still unlocking new levels of greatness. And then to have the win-now replacement not even make it to halftime before getting injured. That's more than a misstep. It's a masterclass in mismanagement. Jim didn't just criticize the decision, he exposed it, and in doing so, gave voice to the growing feeling that Dallas didn't just lose a player, they lost the player, the kind you don't get back. Paul Gasol isn't someone who tosses around compliments lightly. A Hall of Famer, a 2-time NBA champion, and someone who knows greatness when he sees it. He's played alongside it and lived it in the brightest lights. So when he talks about Luka Dončić, you listen.
And then you have Luka, which is a generational talent, a guy that he's put up crazy numbers in his first 5.5 years of his career. 5, I think, first All-NBA teams. Yeah. Took the team to the finals with Kyrie and the rest of the guys last year, and then boom.